Hi everybody, welcome back again to the Drunken Bull Ranch. I'm Reed. If this is your first time here, I'm gonna say this one ought to be entertainment. Anyway, so I did a thing. Today, I went and picked this guy up. That is an old Massey Ferguson manure spreader. As you can see, I've got the jack tied up with the strap because it's missing a cotter pin. But this is a really old Massey Ferguson manure spreader. Now, if you look in there, the boards are all rotted out. I mean, it needs a new bottom in it. It's gonna need a lot of work. And I mean, things are bent, wobbling around that aren't supposed to be. But other than one chain right here, goes from this sprocket to that sprocket, everything is here and in somewhat kind of a working order. But it's going to take a lot of work. So, I mean, it's doable. But, I mean, angle iron's bent. The teeth are broke off. Those are pretty easily replaced. But, anyway, so I am going to tear this thing apart and rebuild it. Reason being is this guy cost me 300 bucks. And all the manure spreaders I've been looking at are 5,000 plus. So we're gonna see if we can't fix this for under that and get it working again and use it here on the farm. Anyway, so follow along. This could be fun. Okay, everybody. So I'm actually sitting here in the shade, drinking some cranberry juice, trying to figure out if I did a really dumb thing. Here you go. So this is about 6 hours of teardown. Now I've got the majority apart. I got the floor out, and this guy here is giving me grief. Gotta figure out the best way to get that out of there. But as you can see, I got the auger off the back, I got the chain out of the bottom. Obviously the bottom's out of it. And yeah. So now I just gotta get that guy out, which could be easier said than done. But one thing I discovered, that's a bushing that is supposed to go in there. You can see that gap is kind of big. Anyway, long and the short of it is I'm going to keep tearing this down, see if I can't figure out the bushing, and we'll go from there. But I'm making progress, just really slow. Okay, everybody, I apologize for the wind. That last little bit that I did, I think I had a little bit of heat exhaustion. It was the other day, and I was not a happy camper. Anyway, but here we go. So, I've got everything off. Well, not everything. I haven't taken the tires off yet, and I need to do that to get to those bushings. That one right there. But as you can see, I got to cut every last one of those off with a grinder. And after we got all this stuff off, this is pretty much shot. Looks like they welded a piece in at some point right here to make it work, but I was able to get that to move. This piece is shot as well, so we got to replace that and that. And yeah, we're gonna end up doing some metal fabrication. Ow! Anyway, but I need to get this tire off to get to that bushing and figure out how to put that in. I also found that that used to be the grease cert that went to that bushing, and it is obviously no longer there. There's another one on the other side, but anyway, that's about where we're at. I am actually going to cut this one out, this cross beam, because it's bent, and put in a new one. But yeah, we get a little bit more teardown done, and then we'll start putting it back together. Okay, so at that point, I'm gonna end this video. We'll do another one as we progress. So as always, support your local farmers. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk at you later. Bye.